And the race has begun. Man. That middle space is a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. That middle space looks like it's going to cause some complications. For those who are new to bingo, because this is kind of still near the start of the tournament, this is triple bingo, meaning that they need to do 3 bingos on this board of goals. So they need to do any combination of 3 rows, columns, or diagonals. And in order to achieve a space, they need to do the things that are listed on the space. Wow, dude. Is there... Let's see. Typically, at the start of these bingo runs, you're not going to see too much difference in the old Cap Kingdom, because right now, both runners are frantically looking at these boards, trying to find the best possible route. As am I, so my commentary will be a little bit light as I try to figure out what the heck these guys want to do. And honestly, these guys might be panicking right now, because there are a lot of spaces on this board that are not very good. This board, dude, this is like an experience. This is a veteran bingo runner's nightmare. Alright, yeah, I don't think, because I've been looking at this while I've been speaking, I don't think that there's any combination of 3 where you can avoid going to the late game kingdoms. For those who are unaware, typically, in bingo, we try to route such that we end in Metro or Prior. That is basically kind of where we've developed to. But there are spaces that go to Snow or Seaside, and typically, those are considered... Well, we try to just avoid that, because it's more cutscenes and all that speedrunning jazz. But this board looks like it's unavoidable for any 3 given columns, because I think column 5 actually lets you skip. I think column 5 lets you skip Snow and Seaside, but you're pretty hard-pressed to find other good rows and columns here where you don't have to. And already right now, we can see that both players are getting purples and Cascade, and both of them did pick up Life of Hearts, so I think that we can be fairly certain that they're both going for Life of Hearts. Man, you know what's really nice about this tournament? All these runners are probably on 1.4. We don't have to worry about all that other stuff anymore. That's really nice. Haze taking a bit of a detour for purples. Whoa! I didn't even know you could do that! I didn't know you could trigger that cutscene from over there. So now these 2 runners are... I mean, they're really, like, close together. They're like... It's actually really cool to see these micro differences in their routings, I think. Alright, and now Haze has just thrown everything I just said out of the window as he does this really cool jump, while Aruzard just nails T-Rex skip. Or Dino skip, not T-Rex. Listen, don't judge me. So Haze is committing a little bit more to getting these purples right now. And he's even doing wall skip. I don't even know what the actual name for this one is, but oh my lord! Is he gonna get the life apart? He's not gonna get the life apart! Eh? Aruzard's already done with this fight right as Haze enters it. But obviously, Haze has entered this fight with a ton more purple coins. And that's part of the confusing thing about watching these bingo races, is that it gets a little bit difficult to tell if someone's ahead sometimes than another person. Because, like, obviously you could be like, well, I mean, Aruzard's ahead because he's already done with this fight. He's already out of these cutscenes. Well, he's way further in these cutscenes, right? But Haze has already done some other legwork on getting his purple coins. Aruzard taking a little dip for that easy 4 spot of purples, and he's gonna come over here and get these 3, but now he's gonna be 1 short. I think he already got the ones on the pillar over here? Yeah, he did, so he's probably gonna get the ones nested near the trampoline. Yep. Whereas Haze can just go ahead and... Oh, no, he still needs a moon. So both these He's doing the sub area? Column 2 has a sub area space. Oh, column 3 for 4 minutes from Cascade sub areas. Interesting. So it looks like Haze might be going for a column 3, row 5 combo. Which we know that Aruzard isn't going for column 3 because he just skipped those sub areas, right? So it looks like Aruzard's going for row 5. He's not going for a column 5. Unless he plans on coming back, but I don't really see too many reasons to come back to this kingdom. I'm still up in the air on what Aruzard's route is here. My mind is spinning too much. Haze flooded my mind with some of those tricks he did earlier, dude. But wait, Haze is leaving too early now, too! So maybe Haze isn't going for column 3? Maybe he just wanted some sub-area moves from column 2? Row 1? All on my mind, dude. Meanwhile, Aruzard going through some any percent movement. Getting those easy first 3 sand moons. Going to the slots. He's probably going to intentionally get the life apart here. Haze is still in Cascade. Okay. Okay. Haze is indeed doing that column 3. Okay, okay. Is there a slot moon? Or is he also just going... Okay, he's just going to play it again. Okay, okay. Aruzard, a man after my own heart, not doing the trick that lets you instantly win the slots. He probably honestly didn't do it because he didn't want to muscle memory into getting the moon again. Oh! That spin throw not capturing that chain jump is actually insane. Aruzard is just cleaning up in sand right now. And this should be Haze's 4th moon from a sub-area in Cascade. So that will be his 2nd space. But he has a lot of ground to make up kingdom-wise. Doing this space has really, really affected his place in the actual scope of the game. He's still sticking around, huh? Is Haze even going for 16 moons in Cascade? Is this a column 3, row 5, row 2? I'm looking at that and I'm not entirely opposed. I like the synergies of the spaces at the very least. He did skip the life up part at the top of Cascade. However, I will say, maybe he just forgot. Never an impossibility in bingo. Even the most experienced of bingo runners forget things. Aruzard really is just blazing through sand, though. Aruzard might be leaving sand about the same time that Haze starts it. Depending on if... actually, I guess if Aruzard's doing row 5, he should have to get 24 moons here, so probably not leaving, right? Alright, Aruzard. Let's go. It's not, I know it, like, the standards for Odyssey of, oh! Haze just went and got the life up part, so he did not forget it entirely. He actually did go back and pick it up, so it is looking like he's looking like a row 5. Making sure to collect purples and sand. Is there a space for that here? I don't feel like there was. Oh, no, there is. Okay, it's in row 2. So maybe Aruzard is also a row 2, but he left Cascade so early, so maybe he's a column 2? I must just be... Column 2, because checkpoints faster than moons. Yeah, but that's a lot of life aparts. This one might just be my inexperience talking, but I see 8 life aparts. I start getting a little bit squeamish, because I don't know if I know 8 life aparts. Haze has now entered sand, and he did make sure to pick up the Luigi hint art, giving him 200 coins. Once again, for those who are... He's having a little bit of trouble collecting this moon from the bird, because it's too close to the capture point. For those who don't know, they patched in some Luigi hint arts where if you ground pound in certain locations, you get 200 coins! Also, some of them are Captain Toads. And that can be useful in bingo because sometimes we like to spend a lot of coins. Aruzard putting Jaxie in the box. And it looks like he will be doing some sub-areas here. Which does go along with column 2. Aruzard skipped a lot of purples though, so they might not be incidental. Well, considering the purples he just picked up, I don't think that he's skipping them. I think that he just selectively chose which ones he was not getting. For the middle square, do multi-moons count as 1 or 0? They do not count. I believe that they should be 0. So first moon, as in the one where you pick it up in Cascade and then the bridge falls, would count as 1, and Madame Brutal would count as 0. Haze is also nicely progressing through sand. Obviously, he's way behind Aruzard in terms of sand progress, but you know, also have to bear in mind, Haze has already completed 3 spaces. And at the same time, you also have to consider that Aruzard is working on, I think, 4 right now? 1, 2, 3... I feel like he's working on 4. Aruzard is almost done with this 24 moons in sand. Interesting that neither player opted to go for any of the multi-moons here. And this should be Aru. Oh, no, you already got that moon. Oh, Aruzard picking up a story moon here. And finishing out his 30 purples. Oh, almost got the skip. So that will be Aruzard's 24th moon in sand. Although he hasn't marked it. Okay. Haze. Also, honestly, Haze is making some pretty good progress too. All this stuff seems hard to keep track of. It's when you actually do the bingo, you get to select the spaces with the little star that's only visible to you. That really helps you keep track of it a bit more. It's just like from our perspective, watching them, it's like a bit more hectic. Because if you were just watching one person do it, it would be easier. But when you're trying to shift your thinking from like what each of them are doing at the same time, that's when it gets a bit more complicated, right? Because like right now you're like, alright, so Aruzard's going to either lake or wooded right now, which is... I think he's gonna go wooded first, right? Because it's better for painting moon, but I don't actually... No, that was the previous port. We'll see. Lake first. Let's go. I prefer lake first. It's easier in my brain. Currently even in terms of spaces marked on the bingo board. I feel like Haze is really making some good time in sand. But I actually don't feel like... I feel like the gap in terms of like game progression is still basically the same. Because I think that when Haze entered sand, he was like 13 or like 12 moons behind. I feel like it's about the same. Aruzard doing some pretty standard lake stuff. Haze in my favorite sub-area bingo room. In sand. Why did Aruzard get those regionals in lake? He might be doing souvenirs or stickers. Getting that life apart? I do not think that Haze got a life apart from slots. You want a souvenir in sand? There you go. Which would confirm that he's doing column 5. So it looks like Aruzard is row 2, column 5, row 5. Whereas Haze, at least as far as I can tell, is a column 3, row 2, row 5. So, one of my favorite things has happened where the routers have determined different routes. Haze has... the really neat thing about Aruzard's entered a fight with Hatter. I guess I'll say it. He's already done? I thought he just entered it. I'm so bad at Odyssey. Oh. I was about to say that Haze ended his route in sand near the Odyssey, which I thought was pretty neat. Because, he ended up warping, but actually that warp felt really fast, so it might actually be faster load-wise to end closer to it. Maybe bottom left, top right. Or... yeah, bottom left, top right instead of column 5. It could be, but... is Aruzard the kind of guy to go for 8 life-up hearts? That's some real confidence, dude. He's already gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess? So it's not impossible. Haze has entered Lake as well, while Aruzard goes to Wooded. These two are rarely ever in the same kingdom. Yeah. That's I believe that's what we're also saying here. Haze gets that sick lake clip in order to hit that checkpoint, dude. And this lets him get an early treasure chest. This lets him also access the fight a lot sooner. Sadly, this treasure chest isn't worth, like, anywhere near as much. Because there's no treasure space for it on, well, space on this board, but it's still a sick trick. Let's see. What does Aruzard have to do in Wooded here? Row 5, column 2... pretty much nothing, so he's looking just to get out of this kingdom. Well, I guess he needs story moves, so he'll probably be doing some of those fancy cutscenes. Haze making sure to pick up his life up heart, which puts him at 1, 2... 3? Is he at 3? 1 in Cap, 1 in Cascade, 1 in Lake? I don't think he picked up any in Sand. Because I don't think he did slots. Whereas Aruzard is 1 in Cap, 1 in Sand, 1 in Lake, so he's also at 3? Because Aruzard did not pick up the 1 in Cascade. Interesting. These life up hearts are giving me anxiety, dude. I don't know, man. Aruzard looked like he was about to do the skip for this room, but I think he remembered that there is indeed a life up heart in this room. So I think he... Oh! Never mind. Aruzard does not care about that life up heart, I guess. Oh! Oh! He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a poggers, boys. Oh, by the way, Haze is in Wooded now. Apparently I missed that. And he went to Deep Woods. Oh, sick jump. Alright. So Aruzard, let's see. Story moon wise, he's at 1, 2, 3? 3 story moons? Does anybody remember if Haze did atop a tower? Maybe Haze isn't doing column 3. Yeah, he's not. I've already determined he's not. He's doing column 5, isn't he? Aruzard fighting Hatter. He's probably just gonna fight Hatter and then take one of the moons that's right next to the Odyssey, right? Haze is doing a lot in Deep Woods. Oh, he bonked the dino. Little Kia. Deep Woods does not count as sub-areas, does it? It does not. Oh, Aruzard also landed. Something that's really cool for me is that both of these runners in this race have been doing some really cool tricks that I usually don't get to see in Bingo. Does the pyramid and sand count as a sub-area? No. Sub-areas are usually defined as areas in the game where you enter them and there is a main moon and then a secondary, like, hidden moon. So this thing that he has entered now, usually they're like cap doors, or you go through them and you go through pipes to get into them, or there's another big one. Stuff like that. Those are usually considered sub-areas. Also, almost all sub-areas, their moon titles would be like Flower Path, first moon, and then there'll be a second moon called like Flower Path, second moon. Does the 3 chest area in Deep Woods count? It's through a pipe? No, it doesn't, because it doesn't have the second moon. Although I do think that there is a single sub-area that only has one moon. Aruzard getting his next life of heart, which puts him at, I believe, 4. Yes, Aru definitely came here for that life of heart and for the story moon. One of the largest limiting factors on this board is this story moon. Are these story moons? If you do not skip this space, this space is extremely difficult for people who don't realize. Mostly just because there aren't like a ton of story moons that are not multi-moons early on in the game. Later on in the game, there are a ton of story moons that are not multi-moons. Like in Snow and Seaside, there are story moons all over the place. They just throw them at you. But here in Wooded, they have encountered, I believe, a maximum of what, 2? Or no, if we count Wooded, then there are 4 story moons at this point. Oh yeah, the band members are story moons. Yeah. So Metro is also a hot spot for them story moons. Haze also getting the life apart, which puts him at 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th one. Aruzard doing this basically a cutscene for these good gamers. Oh wait a minute! Aruzard fights Bowser like me, but better. Dang it, I'm still bad. Haze is fighting Hatter. We stand together, Aaron. I just don't get it. If I'm being honest. Like I can see people do it, but I'm just like I just don't get it. Steals here with feathers. Alright. Aruzard is in Lost now. Let's see how his tree goes. That's a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Looked clean, looked fast. So he's off to the races here. Meanwhile, Haze, still in Wooded. He should be leaving relatively soon. Not soon. Not tsundere, but relatively soon. It does look like he's gonna get this moon in the wall, though. I do the cap vault for Meme Tree, which was, I think, like the first thing that people were doing. Oh, I like Haze's decision here to get this this nut like this. This is gonna put him in a good position. Or it would, if he had, like, 4 more moons. I did a recount on that one. Meanwhile, Aruzard is just blazing through Lost. He's not skipping that story moon, he's gonna end on it. I'm pretty sure, at least. He's following one of my old rules of bingo, which was go high, go down, warp back up. But yes, I do think it was kind of a mistake. Aruzard's at a loss. Aruzard is just blazing through Odyssey right now. Alright, Haze leaving wooded. Very well done, Aruzard. Keep going, keep it up. Uh-huh. Almost there. This game is sick for movement, dude. If watching what Aruzard just went through doesn't get you excited, I don't know, man. Just stop playing video games. Alright, Haze is entering the Bowser refight. Not the Bowser refight, this is your first time fighting him in Odyssey. The other one is a cutscene. Wait a minute, is Zimpar's right? Is Haze indeed a Joy-Con boy? He is! That should be Aruzard's 5th life up heart? 6? 1 in cap. 1 in sand. 1 in lake. 1 in wooded. 2 in wooded. 1 in metro. So 6. Alright, alright. By Neil Mecha Wiggler. Well, Haze also just had. I didn't truly see it, but I'm pretty sure he also just had a really good meme tree. So, for those who don't know, there is a forced segment of the game in Lost that you can skip if you skip a loading trigger, basically, where this thing steals your hat, and then you have to go through a really annoying segment. Aruzard misses the 2 cycle on Mecha Wiggler. So now he has to go to 3rd cycle, which is why he just started spamming. He just started spamming Snapshot. It actually just completely mind-flooded me with the sound. Aruzard losing his life up heart. Now he's in danger of dying! D: Honestly, if that's all that goes wrong in Aruzard's run, I think he can be pretty proud of his performance. Aruzard has been putting up an amazing performance. Haze is now leaving Lost. I feel like Haze has closed the gap a bit. Yeah, but I think that the upper limit on how many snapshots you can have is like really, really high. Alright, scooter clip, scooter clip. Nice. Nice. Yep, and then come back over here, pick up these regionals as well. I'm sure Aruzard is going to be a good boy, and after this race, he is going to go delete them to make sure he never has to worry about that. Oh, wait. Intentional? Intentional? Yeah, it was intentional. It was intentional. He didn't want to stay up there. So again, while it may look like a roughly 9-moon difference between Aruzard and Haze, also bear in mind that Haze has to go through a gajillion cutscenes. Yeah, step 1 to snapshot skip. Just go ahead and press this button for about an hour. Maybe 4. Alright, Aruzard getting his slots. Did Aruzard pick up another life up? I missed it while I was watching the Haze climb up. Well, I'm sure you could actually fill it up faster with video, right? There's no way that the snapshot clips you can take are the same size as the... Alright, you got a life up heart in slots? That means that he is for sure doing that diagonal. Which means that he's only 1 life up heart away. Six skip in that room. Aruzard. Hey, he's doing some frame manipulation. Kasul. Alright, let's see if Haze gets this 2 cycle.
Hi.
Uh-oh. Oh! Alright, Haze got the 2 cycle, so that is a little bit of a way that Haze has closed the gap right there. Alright, Aruzard has begun his quest for story moons, as he is now gathering the band members. And Aruzard is done with his 20 Metro. Yay! As Haze starts his Metro Moon collection. We are indeed getting the band back together. I think Aruzard is going to finish on a smiling Goomba backtrack. I do not agree. Oh, he is! Because he's gonna go to Seaside first.
And on this, weekend, 94.
And there is Aruzard's fourth souvenir. Haze also entering slots. Do you guys actually think that Aruzard... Aww. Messing up slots is the worst feeling in the world, dude. Pour one out for your boy. Aruzard doing the sick jump down here. Haze getting his life apart. There we go. And he's also collecting his moon. Do you guys actually think that Aruzard's gonna do a smiling Goomba? I did not know about that life apart. I'll put that one in my back pocket. That's a little note for me. Life aparts are hidden in the weirdest places in this game. Haze also doing the jump. As Aruzard pulls off the hardest trick in the run. Some Pog champs in the chat for our boy not clicking on Snow Kingdom. Is the bingo one line or full? It is a triple bingo, meaning they have to do any combination of 3 rows, columns, or diagonals. Collecting his purples here in the Seaside. He is spending a lot of time getting these purples and making a lot of progress towards these story moons that I think he needs. But he shouldn't be that far down on story moons. He should only need 1, so. Meanwhile, Haze should be coming up on the end of his Metro adventure. Coming down to the wire here. But I still don't... I do agree. I'm not entirely sure what Haze's 3rd bingo is. Oh, he's also column 2. Oh my lord. This is actually, like, still a bit close. Because all Haze has to do in this kingdom is get these 3 checkpoints. Oh yeah, and the No, not the 25 regionals. Oh yeah, and the 25 regionals. Okay. So now Aruzard, one space away, will be going to Cloud. I still don't know whose route I prefer here. We don't know if it's gonna be a Smiling Goomba finish. I would hope that every runner would make the Goomba smile, because why would you inject more unhappiness into the world when you could bring happiness? Alright, Aruzard back in Cloud. Starting Goomba picture match. First the eyes. Meanwhile, Haze about to get his 25th purple. We're warping back to the Odyssey. Aruzard taking his time, making a masterpiece over here. Come on, Aruzard. No! No! You hate to see it. And what he actually did a really good job though. Like legitimately, if you look over at Haze's, as the template right there, he almost made a perfect Goomba. So, congratulations, Aruzard, for the win. In a couple of seconds, Haze will also have finished here. We have our second opportunity for a Smiling Goomba. No! Haze, no! Punished Bash, a man denied a Smiling Goomba. But still, a GG to both contestants. Honestly, a really close match. Two different routes. And they're within, what is that, 30-ish seconds? 40 seconds of each other? That's pretty good! I mean, it does hurt physically that there was no Smiling Goomba, but that was a really good bingo too. Sub-hour, but I mean sub-hour is the expectation nowadays. But both runners did some really cool tricks too.
Hello?
Hello there, I was just about to message and ask.
Hi.
Also, make sure you check the Discord real quick.
Discord thing. Oh no, I forgot. Oops.
You are absolutely fine.
Alright, cool. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Listen, I also didn't mark the winner. So.
Oh yeah.
But congratulations.
Thank you.
It was really close.
Yeah, that was really good. On both parts.
How do you feel about your route?
I am really happy with that. This is an actual bingo PB.
That's a bingo PB on this board?
Yeah. I really like this board. Even though it's a seaside finish and a cloud would come back, revisit, I mean.
Well, listen, Cloud Revisit is a blessing.
Yeah.
That's it. If you don't know, because I don't know if you watched it, that's my favorite space in bingo is Goomba.
Oh yeah,
Goomba picture match.
Goomba. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you knew. You
I
knew
forgot.
and you.
It was the pressure. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah.
No, don't. You don't have to apologize. I'm mostly just joking.
All right, yeah. Oh,
Oh, that was like you and Hayes both chose different routes, and
Mhm.
the fact that it was this close with different routes but in the same ending is honestly really really cool.
yeah, it's insane.
And
like-
both of you did. I don't know. It might just be because I'm out of touch and I'm old and like an Odyssey boomer or whatever.
yeah.
But you guys did. Both of you did a lot of tricks that were really cool in the run that I usually don't see in bingo.
Dude, like, I was so happy with my movement that game. Like, I didn't bonk that much. I did like
Mhm,
pretty clean
mhm.
stuff, especially in like Lost Kingdom. That was really good.
There was pretty early on in the race, so Hayes stayed longer in Cascade because he did 16 minutes in Cascade, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you were going through sand, and I was like, dude, Aruzard is just blazing through sand right now.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say that both of you should be like, well, I mean, like at the same time, like Hayes. So like while you were doing that in sand, Hayes did before he fought Brutal, he did like the waterfall jump over to the chain chomp area, and
Yeah,
then he
that's
did the wall skip as well.
Oh, nice.
So like Hayes was doing all sorts of
Yeah.
stuff over there too.
We were both popping off.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so happy with that actually. Like,
You should be. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a sick bingo run. I'm
Yeah,
happy
I
I
was-
commentated it.
yeah. I'm like, I was not expecting to win this because I know Hayes is a really good player, but this gives me some hope. Like, yeah.
Were you nervous about taking any of these spaces?
Not at all, really. No. I was a bit query on 9 story moons at first, but then I was like, wait, I have to go to Seaside anyway, and I'm going through Metro, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
I made the same mistake where I was like the whole time I was like, I don't know about this 9 story moon space, guys. And then Aaron typed in chat and he goes, there are 4 story moons in Metro, and I go, oh yeah.
Yeah. And there's a 5th one if you do like world peace and stuff, but
Yeah.
that's quite slow, yeah.
Well, wait, no, that's a multi moon, isn't it? Oh no, you mean the power one. Power one.
Underground, yeah, the underground one. Yeah. That's a sick race though, it was pretty close.
That was a sick race.
Yeah.
There was both of you had like really there were just like long stretches of time with extremely clean movement. Like the only thing that I can really think of that was like bad was the wiggler, which I was talking about something else completely different, and then my headphones just fill with the snapshot sound.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just me like complain. That's my way of complaining about Wiggler hitboxes.
Oh, I could tell.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that and going back down the wooded tower to get a.
Oh yeah, to
life
get
up
the
there.
life apart, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only like noticeable things that I did wrong, and that's pretty good in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you were going into the tower, did you
Yeah.
consider skipping it?
Yeah, well, I considered like.
Okay,
skipping it, but
okay.
then I was like,
I
no,
swore
yeah.
I was like, I think he was thinking about skipping it, but then he remembered the life apart.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I remembered. I was like, oh no, I should go this way actually.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah. Good spot.
Oh. Well, I mean that's really all I have because I mean like when this board started, we basically were like, this board is cursed. What the heck? This is a nightmare, and I like Zimpars and I were saying that this would be a nightmare to route. Like if we were running this, because like
Yeah.
in Cap, like you're kind of looking and you're like, oh my lord, what?
There's a lot
Where's
of
all
crap,
this
yeah.
seaside and snow, man?
Yeah. It looked interesting. And yeah, no, here we are. And it's actually a bingo PB, which is the funniest part for me at least.
Mhm.
You know? Yeah.
That's actually like crazy. Not to be like insulting, but it's more just like on the, like I can like looking at this with these spaces and being like, yeah, I can PB on this. It's like, whoa. I mean, I can because my bingo times are awful. Like my bingo PB is like an hour 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, like I'm weird because there's boards that like a lot of people like, and I just hate them. But like there's boards like this where I actually really like them, but others don't like them at all, and it's just kind of, you know, I have weird taste, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I also like longer boards.
Yeah.
If, commentary wise, because it's really, if both runners end up going, if one runner ends up going to Seaside or Snow and the other one doesn't, and like it's still close, those are some of the most exciting things to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when like they both end at the same spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a run in like the previous tournament where the two runners had taken, I think, 2 of the same spaces.
Oh damn.
Yeah, right. It was like, whoa, what? And but they both like ended in the same spot, and they ended within, I think, like 12 seconds of each other.
Damn, that's actually.
It was wild.
Nice. Yeah, bingo races just kind of like bring out so much variety, and like, it's just really cool to watch.
Well, congratulations on your win. I don't really have any more questions. Do you have anything you want to say?
I want to say a big GG's to Haze as well. He did great, like for the board as well.
Oh yeah, Haze. Honestly, like if you get a chance, you might want to go back and watch,
Yeah.
like Haze's perspective from this, because it was wild.
Yeah, I'm so curious, like, cause I know he's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess just I wish everyone else luck as well in the tournament, as well as big good luck to Haze. And yeah, just have a nice day, everyone.
You too, brother. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, as for you Speed Gaming folks, I am going to hand it off, but I'm also going to slightly stall here while I figure out what comes up next. So, in about an hour, there is going to be an Aria of Sorrow randomizer. But until then, over on Speed Gaming 2, there is a Metroid Prime randomizer tournament going on. There's also the Hollow Knight randomizer lockout bingo still going on. There's the Mega Man 2 randomizer tournament, 2%. Oh, that 2% is his name. And those are what's really going on right now. So I will be hopping off. Thanks for tuning in to Bingo, everybody. You know I love it.